Alright guys, let's take a look at this insane modified classic Mazda. So first off, look at these fenders. Huge wide body kit that probably adds another foot to each side of the car. Let's see, we got in here, the whole car has this blue roll cage in it. So check that out, all custom. And some of it has these carbon fiber covers on it. And it's got a three-rotor rotary engine, so that's a 20, what is that, you got a what, a 20B? Yeah. Yeah, so it's got a three-rotor rotary engine. Check out the Gretty intake. Wow. Huge turbo.
Come out the door,
Look at this.
right next to the
Okay, if it's pushing, if that turbo is pushing enough boost to require 2 blow-off valves, this thing must be insanely fast. Look at that. All the suspension open, and it's almost like an open wheel racer with all the suspension exposed. Oh, I see what they did here. So they're using the tubing, right, as the mounting points for the suspension. So this no longer uses like the factory shock tower, so it gives them more flexibility in customizing the suspension. So coming to the interior, the seats, the transmission, which is, holy crap, the transmission is inside of the interior. There's no transmission tunnel. So they're probably using the tubing to reinforce the chassis to make up for the transmission tunnel. So when you're shifting the car, not only are you shifting the transmission, but that's literally sitting right next to you. Holy crap. Hydraulic handbrake, so I guess maybe this is set up as like maybe a drift car or something. Not much padding on these seats. Probably just meant to go in a straight line really, really fast. Exposed electronics, screen. Wow, this is insane. Pops to the back. Looks like it has a plexiglass window that pops out. Here we've got the fuel cell, Braille battery. Wow. Not sure what those are. Maybe those are like surge tanks or something. All right. Coming over here, you can see the roll cage a little better. There you go. This is ridiculous. And it's got cup holders. Look at that. All right, someone's a jokester here. They're not taking this to McDonald's. Or are they? So this is originally a 1972 R100. And now I'm pretty sure it's something else entirely. All right, guys, so I actually found the owner of the car. His name is Rod, and he's awesome. So, Rod, what is this?
This is a 1972 Mazda R100.
Okay. And I see you got a 3-rotor and a big turbo. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's got a Borg Warner 72 mil turbo on a 3-rotor 20B.
Awesome. What do you plan on doing with the car? Because it kind of looks like, I see a hydraulic handbrake in there, so at first I thought it was set up for drifting, but then I see these crazy tires. So what's going on with the car?
The car is for like time attack, solo events, autocross, things like that. It's not a drift car. It's actually all set up to hook and go as fast as it can. I do have the handbrake in case while I'm driving I do want to do some rear bias braking, but that's the purpose behind that. It's got a T56 Magnum transmission in it with a Winters quick change rear end.
I noticed, and the transmission is completely exposed inside of the interior.
Yeah, the car is so small that we actually had to put the transmission inside and split it up front and rear so that it's sealed at the bell housing and sealed at the output shaft from the outside, because there wouldn't be really enough room for us inside the car.
Awesome, and I noticed that since the transmission tunnel is cut out, how did you deal with the loss of torsional rigidity with that?
No, there's nothing. It's a full chromoly chassis in the car. It literally can drive without the body, and everything is as rigid as it can be.
Oh, okay, so basically the roll cage basically takes over the entire chassis.
Yes, yeah, the body's just going for a ride, so everything else has been the full tube chassis front to rear, and everything of any importance is actually attached to that.
Awesome. And I noticed you got some crazy suspension going on. Tell me about the wheel and what you haven't done to the suspension.
The wheel is a design of my own. I call it a twin rim. It has 2 tires on one wheel because I can't get a small enough diameter, wide enough tire. I made my own rim that will hold 2 tires, share the same air, and be classified as one wheel. The The rear suspension's all billet. It's derived off of late model dirt track race cars and adapted to use for a road course.
Dude, that is awesome. So you literally have created your own wheel that you can mount 2 tires to it and they share the same air source. That is insane.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So how come you did that?
Because nobody makes a fat tire that's that little, and I didn't see that happening anytime in the near future. Actually, I think it's going to get worse to get small tires.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I have seen like 15 and 16-inch tires going the way of the Dodo. Pretty much the only tires you see that are made in 15-inch are like spec Miata tires.
Yeah, they're getting very limited in the production the manufacturers are going with because everybody's looking to get big wheels and tires. But if you actually want to go performance and accelerate and brake properly, especially on a little car, the smaller diameter, the better.
Awesome, yeah, definitely. So I think I remember hearing you mention that if you had to get the equivalent tire, this would be a 410 wide tire?
Yeah, it'd be a 410 2016.
Holy crap. Dude, this is nuts. Well, awesome, man. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much.